Poštovani učesnici konferencije, moderatori, cenjeni partneri.
Dear attendees, and dear virtual audience and our panelists, it is my pleasure to greet you on behalf of the Academy of Arts in Novi Sad to the first conference on the animation, game art, and comics. We will first talk about artistic fields of Francophone countries, state of the affairs of comics, animation, and game art. We will try to draw parallels in these fields of art in the countries that are economically different: Serbia, Canada, France, and Czech Republic. We will soon become the members of the Francophonie Association, and today's conference is happening with the support of the state institutions of Serbia and the French Institute in Serbia as well. Ms. Catherine Faudry, Attaché for Culture of the Embassy of France in Serbia, wanted to address all of you personally, but she unfortunately couldn't do that. On behalf of her and the French institutes in Serbia, Mr. Branislav Glumac, coordinator of the cultural projects of the French Institute in Serbia, will address you. Dear partners, dear friends, let me address you on behalf of the French Institute and Ms. Faudry, and thank you to the Ministry of Culture of Serbia and the Academy of Arts in Novi Sad for organizing this very interesting conference on the state of affairs in comics, game art, and animation in Francophone countries. This topic is actually matches the policy of the French Institute in Serbia for years. It is very natural that the authors in these areas cooperate with each other. And what encouraged us, together with the partners, Goethe Institute and the Serbian Game Association, are these lines of thought, and based on this contemplation of the connections between these fields, 2 years ago, in 2021, we started a project Play Narratives, which is aimed to use a mentoring cycle of 8 months to connect young creative artists, in this case from Serbia, Germany and France, to offer them knowledge in new practices. The project was named in 2021. This conference testifies to Serbia's efforts to promote Francophonie, because today the experts from France will take part, also from Italy, Canada, and Czech Republic, and they will discuss the situation in their expert fields and draw the lines so that we can understand what the practices are in other countries. What has been mentioned already, and I want to emphasize it further, is that this conference is within Digital November, the Festival of Digital Cultures, on the initiative of the Cultural Institute in Paris. It is going on in more than 80 countries of the world, and the aim is to bring closer digital practices to a wide audience and allow exchange and cooperation among professionals in the field of digital art around the world. Once again, at the end, I don't want to take too long. I want to thank Mr. Siniša Bokan, Dean of the Academy of Arts in Novi Sad, Ms. Kristina Koprivšek, who is in charge of international cooperation of the Academy of Arts in Novi Sad, which is a very important partner for our institute, and to thank the Ministry of Culture of the Republic of Serbia, and I wish you a successful day.
Thank you, Mr. Glumac, for your wonderful words. Now, on behalf of the organizer of the conference, the Arts Institute, we will hear from the Dean, Professor Siniša Bokan, who will speak to us via video clip because unfortunately he cannot be here in person. Dear Catherine Fodry, Attaché for Culture of the French Embassy in Serbia, dear participants of the conference, it is my pleasure to speak on behalf of the Arts Academy. I would like to thank the Ministry of Culture and the partners for allowing us to exchange experiences in the field of animation, cartoons, and game art. We believe this a very important opportunity to exchange experiences and to participate in various panels and discussions. We will consider where we are today in terms of these types of expression, that is digital art, cartoons, and game art. Of course, creating one's expression or expressing oneself is something that the Arts Academy is all about. The Arts Academy educates future artists, and the Arts Academy has significant potential for future generations to come. The development of modern contemporary mediums, modern contemporary art, has allowed to the Arts Academy to grow as well, because new forms of art are present in all spheres of life among all generations. Game art, animation, cartoons, visual effects are always important, are omnipresent, and are as pertinent and as relevant as photography or classical art, such as painting, something that we traditionally consider art. All in all, I believe that what's important here is to embrace these new disciplines that are new or not as new, but are still considered relatively new. To embrace them, this conference will of course contribute to further development of animation, cartoons, and game art. I would like to wish all the conference participants a successful day. On behalf of the Novi Sad Arts Academy, I would like to greet you once more. Thank you, Professor Bokan, the Dean of the Arts Academy Novi Sad. Before we start the first panel on animation, cartoons, and game art, we will show a promotional video of the city of Novi Sad. Novi Sad in 2016 has been awarded the title of the cultural capital of 2022. which is a title awarded by the European Union. In preparing for 2022, we've developed numerous programs for international cooperation of artists, strengthening the capacities of the cultural scene, etc. This year, Novi Sad is the cultural capital of Europe. A number of events and programs have been implemented thus far in various spheres of art. Let's look at the promotional video, and we will see each other again very soon before the first panel.